it's Jennie with On Fire Fit, and we are stretching in the spirit again today. If you haven't watched my first video that explains what we're doing, I will link it below in the section below me. And if you are following along with me, I hope that you will do some stretching with me today. And this is just my attempt to get a little more flexible, but not just with my body, but also with my mind and with my emotions and everything else, which I think we are always a work in progress. I have to say that in a lot of areas I've come a long way, but we can always work on things where we tend to hold a little too tightly. And every time I feel a tightness in a muscle while I'm trying to do a stretch, I think about what else in my life am I holding on too tightly to that I need to release to Jesus, who takes care of all of my needs, and I don't need to stress or have anxiety or worry about things because I know He's got my back. So I hope that you will follow along with me and listen as I read the Word of God, which is the sword of the Spirit, and it is so amazing. So just let it flood over you as we do the stretching.
Starting off, we've got one leg crossed over the other, and we are working the neck and the hips. So you're going to just drop your chin down to your chest and feel the trapezius, which connects the back of your head down into your shoulders. Feel that stretch, as well as getting your hip to loosen up a little bit. I like to do this little turn to the side to try to help warm up my lower back, and you can go both sides on this one. The verses that I'm going to read out of Isaiah mean a lot to me, and I hope they do to you as well. He says in Isaiah 49, "See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." That's pretty amazing. That means He's not going to forget you. He's got you on the palms of His hands, not just written, but engraved. You will know that I am the Lord. Those who hope in me will not be disappointed. He also said, I will contend with those who contend with you. So we don't even have to worry about some of the battles that we just can't deal with because of circumstances. He's going to fight for us. Now, extending one leg out and tucking the other leg in, I lean forward with a flat back, and then I'll round over and just getting a stretch through the back of the leg, the hamstring. Also, some of this really, you feel it in your abs and your core if you're holding your back straight. Your hands made me and formed me. Give me understanding to learn your commands. May those who fear you rejoice when they see me, for I have put my hope in your word. O Lord, you have searched me and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely, O Lord. You hem me in, behind and before. You have laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. Now extending both legs out, and you can have a softness to your knee and just leaning forward from the waist with a flat back, trying to get that stretch through the back of the hamstrings. It's not critical that the knees be straight here, but you do want to try to lean forward with a pretty flat back. I do round over it a couple times in order to work my upper back as well. But the straight back is usually the thing I normally had neglected, but it actually is very helpful. Now going into a straddle. This one is hard to get into a position. A lot of people don't like to do this because it hurts, but just do whatever you can and try to reach those arms out in front of you. Sometimes I've got pointed toes, sometimes I flex them, but just keep breathing. Be patient with yourself and see if you can make a little progress with a stretch. Walking your hands over to one leg and looking towards the toes. Just hold a stretch and then you'll go to the other side. Get ready to stand up. You're going to go to the balls of your feet and you can crunch down into a ball if you're able to do that. And then you're just going to straighten out your knees and do a forward fold. And then we're going to do a half lift. So you make your back into a table, put your hands on the front of your shins and inhale. And then you're going to forward fold again and exhale. And each time just trying to get a little more progress. And again, I don't try to straighten or lock out my knees. I am not very flexible, but you'll see me wiggling my knees to kind of ease up on the tension. You can do that. And then just kind of keep breathing through it. Don't be too rigid with yourself and think that if you don't have perfectly straight knees that you can't get more flexible. Thank you so much for stretching in the spirit with me. And if you like this kind of video, if you could give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It does help me and it helps On Fire Fit to grow and be seen. And I just really appreciate you and for taking the time to stop by. I will see you again the next time. Go out and live on fire.